Hi Aries, and welcome to 2021. I am Star. Of course, this is the Ascendstar Tarot, and this is going to be our first Selfie for the new year. So if you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, however you associate with Aries, this is going to be your reading for January. As always, welcome and thank you to the cross watcher who wants to know what's going on with the Aries in your life. Um, we appreciate you. If you know a Capricorn, make sure and tell them happy Earth Day. If you are the Capricorn and you're watching, happy Earth Day to you. Now, if you want to know all about this Capricorn energy, I know most of the time I usually start off with the energy that the month is bringing overall. But it's a new year, so I really want to focus on the year. So if you want to know about the energy that Capricorn is bringing in, check today's energy for yesterday or today or the day before, anytime during Capricorn season, and you'll definitely get a read for the sun of the month, okay? All right, so 2020 was heavy. I am so happy to have you here. If you lost family members throughout 2020, my condolences. My heart goes out to you and your family. I hope you know that those people are closer to you now than they have ever been before. And I hope you still talk to them, and I hope you still keep in contact, all of that great stuff. That's my belief anyway. We can definitely have varying beliefs when it comes to those types of things, but this is a coexist family here at Ascend Starship, okay? So, getting back to it, 2025, it's 2025. Wow. I just went way far. So maybe whatever you're doing this year, Aries, is going to be setting you up for 2025, okay? But the year itself is 2021, and the energy that it is bringing is the number five. So with that five energy, it is the energy of freedom. It's a number of change. It's a number of rebelling, going against the grain. It's progressing, moving forward. It piques our curiosity. It makes us resourceful. Things that we didn't depend on before, like now we're actually depending on it. It awakens different talents and things in us, makes us the jacks of all trades, bring out the jacks of all trades in us. It's also acting to bring forth that Gemini energy where you're able to be talkative, where you're able to recognize duality within yourself, being unconventional. And when you're noticing the changes or the rebelling, you going against the code, you changing tradition, you want to be nice and kind to yourself going through this process because you're going through a transition and you can't beat yourself up in the midst of a transition. Unfortunately, just being honest with you, this Hierophant energy is here. People are learning different things, seeking truth in different situations. There's a lot of divorce and separations that are going on this year, and it doesn't necessarily just have to be in your relationships. Like it's in the way that you learn, it's in the way that you love, it's in the way that you heal. um, it's in everything. You could be separating from a job, you could be separating from a religious institution, anything of that nature. Like there are definitely separations coming up and rebelling, breaking that tradition, stepping away from the norm. That's definitely what we'll be doing. If this is good year for business, so you want to continue to build and work in your business because there's a lot of and constant changes that are coming up. So when you get these new creative ideas, you want to be able to implement and apply them to your actual business. There's a lot of traveling that's going on this year. Looking at the cards, Aries, you already have travel on your mind. Now, your weakness is already going to be patience. If you're Aries, like we already know, your patience isn't your thing anyway. Very, very good initiators, not really good at following things through. Like, I'm going to come through, I'm going to give you the plan and run with it. This year, Aries, you're going to have to learn to control that. And I feel like Spirit is definitely going to come in and help you, give you avenues to actually make sure those things are controlled. Make sure you focus your energies with everything that we're learning, the constant change, the different curiosities. You have a tendency to become scatterbrained. And when you're scatterbrained, you're really not able to focus on anything. So you want to make sure that you're able to focus. Remember, I told you to talk to people that you don't usually talk to. Go outside of the box. A lot of us are shedding relationships and friendships and any type of ship that just doesn't resonate in our life and our life courses anymore. So you'll be speaking to different people and networking with different people. And you want to learn from everybody mistakes. Use every adventure that you had as a learning moment. Don't go into any situation being judgmental. Be as open-minded as you can be. And whatever it is that you decide to do, make sure you stick to it. And you establish and create that structure and stability that you've already worked so hard for throughout 2020. Okay? So, no further ado, let's get into our selfie for the month of January. All right? So, kudos to you, Aries, because you are coming in. You are very, very wise. You are trusting your intuition, allowing nobody to throw you off your rocker. Like, you are accepting no BS. Either you're going to come to me with honesty and integrity, or you're not coming to me at all. And that's basically what that Queen of Swords is doing. She is independent. She's assertive. You've been working on yourself, which is beautiful. You've been developing personally. And whatever it is that you've been working on, it's like you are walking that vision. You're moving in that vision. Your movements are towards that vision. Now, like I was just saying, a lot of us are shedding things and people that no longer serve us. But it's a little, so this throws me off a little bit. Um, we're getting rid of a lot of people. We're putting up walls to keep certain people out, because it's now, at the point we're standing our ground for what it is that uh, what we know we deserve, right? But at the same time, it's like you're feeling left out. Like, you're feeling like you are not included. Um, you feel like you've been banished. So it's like right now you are feeling kind of lonely, maybe even when it comes to family. Like, maybe even like some of you have like moved and you're not with family um, anymore, or maybe whatever it is that you're doing for business, like family, like they just don't get with it. Um, that's not what it is, Aries. So you've been working on yourself, right? Mindful, Aries, not to become self-righteous, okay? Because your truth is not everybody else's truth. Whatever it is that you had to work on for yourself, everybody don't have the same stuff to work on. So be mindful not to be out here preaching what you need to everyone else. Um, because you have so much control over yourself, you're also trying to control others and how they move. You can't do that, Aries. Now, if you have a business where you're dealing with and you're helping people, that's one thing. But don't make people your clients that don't want to be your clients. Or um, everybody is not a project for your business. Um, and your truth isn't everybody else's truth. So be mindful of that, because although you are creating these boundaries, um, oh yeah, although you are, I apologize about that, but yeah, although you're creating these boundaries for yourself, you don't want to push everybody away. So that's really what your worst trait is right now. You're kind of pushing people away. You want to be able to embrace everybody, even with this new understanding and this new wisdom that you and new assertiveness that you have for yourself. Okay, Knight of Wands. I see that some of you may actually be in a long distance relationship. Um, so you guys actually aren't together all the time. Um, and I feel like this relationship also, your relationship also suffers um, with this new mentality that you have. Maybe the partner that you're with, of course, you want to be open with them, you want to be honest with them, but however you speak to them, especially if it's things, personal things that they deal with, if this is somebody that you are passionate about and that you want to be with, then you really want to reassure them that you are actually still there for them. Um, this is could also be some delays in travel for you actually getting to them. Maybe you guys aren't meeting up as soon as you thought. Maybe they're not able to quite make it to you. And when when you find this out, you become a real nasty like woman. Like you say some things that really aren't good. Control your tongue, Aries. We know you are already outspoken. And with this Queen of Swords, like, I don't want to say the Queen of Swords puts a battery in your back, but she does. She gives you even more assertiveness than you already have, because you already walk around with the rod of passion. You walk around with the wand of passion. So when I put my passion and my spirit into my words, and if it's negative, then it's not gonna be good. So you really, really want to be mindful of that. Um, you may be traveling for work, or maybe if there was some travel around work, it could be delayed as well. Um, Now, you also want to be mindful, because you are going through all these changes and you have all this great stuff going on for you, and you're being assertive and you're walking this walk. A lot of people will have a tendency to put you on a pedestal. Do not allow other people to put you on a pedestal or give you responsibilities that you don't want. Um, Stand your ground when it comes to that. And you also may need to stand your ground when it comes to this partner that you're dealing with this Knight of Wands. Maybe a younger male that you're actually dealing with, um, that is returning. Or maybe, he wants to offer you those roses and he has that love for you. Maybe he may feel like very, very passionate about you. He may even be someone that you cut off before. Um, and I'm saying he, but we know these readings are not gender specific. We all carry feminine and masculine attributes, so whether you're the man or the woman, and it applies. Maybe the he is supposed to be a she, or the she is supposed to be a he. If it resonates with you but the sex is still wrong, it's still you. Okay? Um, so yeah, maybe there was a wall that you put up before because you couldn't grow with this person. Or you felt drowned out, uh like they choked out your voice, or like they took your voice. It was something of that nature, and you just couldn't go on with them, and now they're coming back in. You need to You're already standing your ground, um but don't let them force you to do anything, because I feel like there's a lot of passion. You and this person may have great sex together already. Just being honest, the sex may be awesome, but when it comes to mental compatibility, it's just not there. Or this person could actually be locked up or soon to get out of jail, something of that nature. Going in, coming out, one of them. So your partnership is actually being delayed, especially with this Eight of Wands that's sitting here. This Eight of Wands is basically a delay in travel. Now, upright, it means breakthroughs are happening, but right now I'm actually seeing um, Eight of Wands. Be patient. um, there are delays that are going on. It's like things aren't moving quite like you need them to, or quite like you thought they would through the month of January. You may have had a flight um, that actually ends up being canceled, so you may have to actually change your travel plans, especially with this um, Knight of Wands being across from this Eight of Wands. It may go from we plan to fly somewhere, now we are actually driving there, or like something of that nature. Travel plans could definitely change up, but whatever this delay in travel plans is, it's allowing you to once again be independent, to show your own wisdom. Um, and I'm also seeing here, like, you guys have really be mindful of what it is that you say, because your words probably sting this month. Um, Maybe a lot of I see a lot of text messaging going on here. see a whole lot of talk on social media or something of that nature. Maybe you maybe you have a business or something, or someone is being or feeling blocked or something of that nature, when it comes to actually this Knight of Wands. And it may very well be you. This Knight of Wands is feeling blocked when it comes to you, Aries, because you're working on self-development. So working on self-development, you're actually you're kind of pushing away people that you don't mean to. So be mindful of this. Okay? I hope that resonates. I definitely hope that resonates, especially if you are the person that is here and you are pushing away people that you really, really need to have in your corner, or that are here for you, that have that passion. Like, because they have passion and they have love, but it's just something that's being blocked off here. And I feel like you're really, really a big part of the blockage with that Queen of Swords coming here. All right. So let's see what our Oracle card is for the day. Oracle card is it's the Sun. Now that is beautiful, Aries. That is beautiful. I have to say it again. That is just beautiful, Aries. That is, everything is working out in our favor and for us. That is warmth and vitality. All right. So let's see here. Great goddess spirit shining in heaven. She is the source of all light and the life of the most beautiful woman of heaven and the world. Long ago, when she took refuge in a cave, hiding her beauty and her light and plunging the world into darkness, coaxed from her cave by the laughter of the gods, she emerged in all glory and brought the healing radiance of the sun back to earth. She embodies the loving warmth and light of the sun emerging into the world in glory and triumph. She is assured return of life and joy after darkness. Her radiant beauty shines forth from within the core of her being without an adornment needed, reflecting her beauty to others. She shines forth into your life, radiating wholeness, wellness, creation, and manifestation. She shows you there is she shows you there is good reason to be optimistic, and that you are loved and feel free to express yourself in the sunniest light, and that co-creation and partnerships with others is the great joy in life. She encourages you through your glowing radiance to light the way for others. So I definitely hope that resonates with you, Aries. Happy January. Happy 2020. See you next month or for tomorrow's energy.